At the time of Henry VIII's birth, Henry VII, King of England, had just lost his son Arthur from illness. This made young Henry VIII the new rightful heir to the throne. Catherine, the recent widow of Henry VII, married Henry VIII to secure her right as queen.
Did you, Henry Tudor, take Catherine of Aragon to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Yeah, I married him. Sure, I first married his brother Arthur, but we didn't technically consummate the marriage.
This better be a boy, Catherine. Did you pray for one? You better have prayed for one.
Your Highness, it's a girl.
Honestly, Catherine, what is wrong with you? I needed a bloody boy.
Henry, you should have prayed more.
Let me see this. Catherine, what did you do? It's not working.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness, but I believe it's a stillborn.
A what?
A stillborn. It's not alive.
Catherine! First you don't bless me with a boy, and then you have a hostile body, you bloody wanker!
Your Highness, it's a boy.
Catherine, it's a boy! I love you.
Your Highness, I have really bad news. Henry Jr. died this morning.
What?
Your Highness, it's a boy.
Catherine, we're blessed with another boy. This one better work.
Your Highness, Henry died again.
Catherine, you bloody witch!
It's all your fault. You didn't pray enough.
You're the one with the hostile uterus, you bloody... Ah!
Sir? The baby died again.
You know, it's just so infuriating. Like, the queen's job is to just, like, provide the king with a male heir, but she can't even do that. Like, how hard is it for her body to give birth to a male and keep him alive? Like, she's cursed, I swear it.
Your Highness?
Bloody...
Mary's alive and healthy.
What?
Mary's alive and healthy.
Baby Mary?
Yes.
Who cares? She's still a girl. Mr. Kramer, Catherine hasn't done anything but just, like, curse me with dead children. Something needs to be done. The beautiful Anne is just, like, so young, and Catherine's so, like, 18 years ago. I think it's time for divorce.
I couldn't agree more, sir. Henry! The royal medicine dude says it's a girl.
I told you to take those herbs.
There's not a 100% guarantee, obviously.
Fine. Well, our child's name will be Elizabeth.
What about Catherine?
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Sorry, my love. Throw away the key. Thomas! See, I knew I made a mistake marrying Catherine. Now I'm stuck with that infertile witch. And it's all because of her uncle, Charles V, who accidentally sacked Rome. How do you accidentally sack Rome? Like, what the heck are you doing? Man, even in her tower, trapped up there, she's still ruining my life. Kramer, I have a right to get an annulment. I'm the king, chosen by God.
Sir, I suggest that you hold a Reformation Parliament.
What are you implying, Thomas?
Well, I say that you divorce the church. You pass 3 laws which allow you to be the head of the Church of England. You decide all legal matters instead of the Pope, and you appoint all the clergy.
Great, but what about the Magna Carta?
Sucks to the Magna Carta, you're the king.
When Henry VIII held this Reformation Parliament and passed all of his new laws, it fundamentally changed the nature of the English Parliament and government. For one, the Pope lost a majority of its power over England because of the role of aspects on national authority moved from the Church to the English government. Parliament became an omni-component. From this point forward, the power of the individual Roman Catholic Church kept diluting in the English society. In the present-day English society, the English Church is still not Roman Catholic.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Henry Tudor?
I do.
Anne Boleyn?
I do.
The test said it's a boy, sir.
And you beautiful, wonderful human being. I knew divorcing Catherine and marrying you was a good idea.
Thank you.
You called me?
Sir, your queen had a miscarriage.
A miscarriage? Ah, it's like we got another Catherine on our hands. You know what? Off with her head! Like, I didn't really actually mean for them to chop off her head. I mean, I just kind of said that just to see if they would do it, but it was still a justified reason anyway. I mean, she was getting boring and she wasn't producing any heirs to the throne, so, I mean, it was a justified reason. But, like, yeah, like, at least she doesn't have to die old now like Catherine up in her tower.
Henry Tudor?
I do.
Jane Seymour?
I do.
It's a boy. Sir,
Yes.
I have come to inform you that Jane has birthed Edward, but she did not survive. And Edward is very weak.
Well, Edward's going to survive though, right?
Yes, everything will be okay.
I'm actually quite shocked. This never happened. And at least for Jane, at least she gave me a son, finally, that's going to survive. And I didn't have to kill her or give her a death sentence. This is a great day. Thank you.
Keeping Up with the Tudors will be back after this short break. Are the Jews taking over jobs in your Germany? Then join the Nazis, or make your Germany a better Germany.
Yeah, this is great news if you ask me. Like, of course Jane dies, but who cares? Just as long as I got my son, and he's going to survive, he's going to be the next king. But, you know, I've been checking out this Anne of Cleves chick, and I think I'm going to marry her next.
Henry Tudor?
I do.
Anna Cleves?
I do.
Thomas, I've changed my mind. Anne is like an ugly troll compared to Catherine Howard, so I'm getting an annulment.
You do you, sir. Henry Tudor?
I do.
Catherine?
I do.
Try not to kill her this time.
What is this? Catherine, you bloody slapper! How dare you cheat on the King of England?
I only have eyes for you.
Alright, bye bye, see you tomorrow.
Off with their head! Thomas, I want to marry Catherine Parr.
Sir, I should probably warn you that she's actually in love with someone else at the moment.
Who cares? I'm the king.
Henry Tudor?
I do.
Your Highness, I'm afraid to tell you that you're dying of type 2 diabetes.
Edward, do not interpret my love of food and killing wives. Have the honors.
Edward, you're king now. And I... Protestantism. You love Protestantism. England should be Protestant.
Thomas,
Yes, Your Highness?
I desire to make England Protestant and I shall do so. I demand you to help me with this task.
No need to demand, Your Highness. I would love to help you. I'm at your service.
Any suggestions?
I believe a common book of prayer should be
You see, it was at this point in time that Edward would instate the official religion of England today. Yes, there were some hardships along the way, which you will discover later, but Edward and Thomas were the ones who placed Protestantism as a religion of England, which would later be a probable cause to the fall of the great power of Spain.
I would have been such a good leader.
Yes, you would, Edward, but your reign has been very successful.
Oh, poor Edward.
Finally! Philip, bring in the new sheets. I hate the smell of dead meat.
Mary, you are not queen yet. That is Jane. Edward made sure of it.
I thought she would say that.
As expected, Mary had a strong faith in Catholicism and showed this loyalty to her church by burning over 280 religious dissenters at the stake and killing 800 rich Protestants. Pleasant lady she was, but I guess karma got her back with the phantom baby syndrome that affected the rest of them.
Catholicism is the official religion of England now, correct?
Yes, but when you die, Elizabeth is gonna start her reign and she's gonna reinstate Protestantism in England. Make it glorious again.
Well, as you may know, I married Philip, so that prevents Elizabeth from ever ruling.
Queen, you ain't pregnant, you was just fat.
These phantom pregnancies are gonna be the death of me.
Wow, I shouldn't have taken my words so literally.
Elizabeth, I now crown you as Queen of England.
And that concludes the Tudor saga. Elizabeth, being a realpolitik, reinstated Protestantism into England and also allowed religious toleration. This religious toleration still exists in England today.